Hi, Taurus friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica. I'm the owner of My Taropist, and I'm so glad that you are here. I am going to do a general reading for you, friends. If you are new here and unfamiliar with how my readings work, it is called a My Taropist session. It's inspired by dialectical behavioral therapy. And what we do is we take a look at your mental energy. We take a look at your interpersonal relationships. We take a look at what's bothering or distressing you, if anything, and then we take a look at your emotional energy. And then at the end, I'll give you some advice. Maybe we'll look at predictive outcome or something along those lines. We'll kind of just see how things flow, how they go. Sorry, I'm going to turn down. I got some background music playing, and I'm just going to turn it down just a little bit. All right, there we go. Better. So just so you know, I do put out readings for every sign. Every once a month. I try to. I'm new, so I'm kind of still getting into my groove. But my readings are a little bit different than other readers in that it's not an overview of the month ahead or the week ahead or what have you. It's really just an energy check for whenever you find this reading, friend. And so whenever you find this reading, it is meant for you. These are timeless readings. So if this happens to say September, don't let that deter you from watching the reading, okay? It's really for whenever you happen to find it, okay? All right, let's get into it, you guys. Let's get into it. And I'm not just saying that because I'm slow to get these readings out. That's really what it is, okay? Just a little bit different than like a lot of other readers do. Sorry, now I'm lighting your incense. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. All right, I'm back. Let's do this. All right, so I've already shuffled your energy into the deck. So if you'll just take a look into my eyes on whatever device or screen you're watching from, friends, and take a deep breath with me. Ready? And okay. Now I'm going to split the deck for you. Now, the message that came up for me when I was doing your pre-shuffle was when God closes a door, he opens a window. I know it is such a cliche. It is such a cliche, but what I was kind of picking up from that is some of you might have had an opportunity or something that was lost recently, or you didn't get, or you missed an opportunity for something, or a door closed in your life for whatever that is for you, friend. Just take it as it resonates, right? But I believe that there are new opportunities coming if that is you and you resonate with that, okay? So don't get discouraged if something didn't work out the way that you had hoped it would. I believe that there's something else coming down the road, right? And the energy you have, so funny, right? So the energy you have on the bottom of the deck is the 3 of Cups. So celebration. And I believe what you are celebrating, friend. Wow, this is really interesting, okay? Really, really interesting. Some of you might be blocked or closed off from a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe having to make a decision about, especially if you have to make a decision about a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or maybe a decision regarding love, or maybe there was an offer that was made to you and maybe you're kind of thinking it over, friend. It could have to do with a relationship situation for some, not for everybody. And it doesn't have to be, what I'm seeing is 10 of Cups underneath that. So for some of you, I think this might be family related, not necessarily romance, but it could be either or, right? So there could be a decision with regard to a family member or relative, particularly if that relative is a water sign, again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could have to do with money or fortune. Like maybe you're trying to save in this season. Maybe there are some big changes coming up in your life, friend, in which case you might be trying to save your money, in anticipation of these changes that are coming up. For some of you, this could be related to gambling or something like that. Sometimes when you see Wheel of Fortune accompanied by another pentacle card, by a pentacle card, it could have to do with that. So maybe you had some winnings and you're kind of saving things. Why, friend? Because I believe that there's a cycle that's closing out for you. There's a chapter that's closing and one that's going to be opening, World card, right? Something that's going to be moving in your favor. So whereas before again, you might have been in a holding pattern, in a holding period. And if this isn't about a person, this Queen of Cups energy, this could be you. It could have been you like hoping for something, or like your intuition could have been telling you something was coming, something that you had to make a decision about. And in which case, friend, I feel like this thing is changing. There's major, major change occurring in your life. And I feel like you know this and you're anticipating it and you're preparing for it with this Four of Pentacles energy. You might really just trying, again, to get your financial balance, stability in order, your home in order, your health in order, or whatever that is for you in that Pentacle energy. So Pentacles having to do with home, with family, with work, with money, with your body, okay? Those like practical ground earthly things. This is also your energy, earth energy, right, Taurus? So and also your energy is in the World card and in the Wheel of Fortune card, okay? Fixed sign energy. So Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio as well. So I do feel like, again, there are major changes that you're anticipating. I think you're kind of preparing, getting your ducks in a row, getting your home in order, getting your finances in order, getting things in order. You might be also rebuilding financially after some change. So maybe, again, if there was a loss in your past, which, I'm not seeing major loss here, but not so much. I do feel like a lot of you are very guarded when it comes to your heart space, when it comes to your emotions. You might be a little bit closed off emotionally or just holding back emotionally, okay? In this season, I think you've moved away. Okay, so you have moved away from something, a situation that might have not been just or fair for you, okay? And I think you guys have been doing a lot of planning towards your future and trying to get some ideas. Maybe, yes, it could have been, you could have had some financial burdens in the recent past, okay? I don't think that that's the present energy because it looks like you have reason to celebrate coming up soon. And it could have been like, again, you could have had a win here and now you're trying to kind of save what you've won. Do you know what I'm saying? Or reserve your resources in some way, anticipating this new cycle and this new change. But I think either some kind of an illness or physical situation, like physical ailment or financial loss might have been, or financial struggle might have kind of been burdening you in the recent past, okay? But I do believe that you figured out a way to kind of, you're really strategizing, really planning, doing some research, I think, and figured out a way on how to kind of get yourself out of that jam. And so I think you're kind of seeing your way out of it. I'm not sure what this new cycle is about, but I do believe that there is a new cycle here that's beginning for you. That's very clear. Some major changes. And these changes could have to do, again, with your finances, with your home, family resources of some kind. And I feel like, again, you know, whatever this new cycle is that's beginning for you, friend, it's going to give you major reason to celebrate. Okay. Three of Cups energy. So, whatever those struggles are, I think, again, you're on your way out of that and you're coming into this new season where things are really lining up in your favor. It's like Spirit is really, really shining on you right now, like big time. Okay. So I'm hearing windfall. So almost like a windfall of good luck coming after maybe a season of not so good luck. You know what I mean, friend? Okay. And I think you had to make a decision. And whatever you either blocked off, okay, or whatever decision you had to make with regard to this Queen of Cups energy here, whatever that decision was, friend, it really kind of helped you it really helped to move things forward. If this was really your spread, because we haven't even gotten into your actual like reading yet, that's just your pre-shuffle message. So if it doesn't resonate, friend, stick around. There's a lot more reading to come. Okay. Don't let that deter you. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for all of my Taurus friends, but I do, my hope and prayer, and when I meditate on before I do the reading, is that there are, you know, there is at least one message for you, my friend. Okay. If you're watching this, okay. So watch till the end, and then we'll get advice at the end too. And that could resonate for you as well. So definitely stick around. But yeah, whatever that Queen of Cups, if this was your full spread, I would clarify that and see exactly what that Queen of Cups energy is. Hopefully, you know. But there was definitely a judgment call and a decision that was made. You were kind of at a crossroads. And I feel like for a lot of you, it was with regard to a person. Okay. Maybe someone was blocking you from receiving those financial blessings or rewards, especially if it was a water sign, in which case now I feel like that's all being ushered in. Okay. So embrace the change, friend. You got some big changes coming, but I think, again, with this Three of Cups being your energy on the bottom of the deck, it's giving you reason to celebrate. It may not just be for you. Like, it may be, a new cycle or change with regard to your friend circle as well. Maybe you're making some new friends or reconnecting with old ones, because the Judgment card was there too. So you might be reconnecting with a water sign, particularly if it's a water sign female, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You might be having a reunion with that person. It doesn't have to be female. We don't really read gender necessarily in the tarot. But I feel like, again, this new season, it could be a new beginning with this person for some of you, but it's giving you reason and cause to celebrate. And I think it's not only a happy time for you. I think it's a happy time also for some other people in your life, particularly if there's like 3 friends, I feel like, that are also experiencing this windfall of luck alongside you. Okay. And I say that too, because with the 4 of Pentacles, there's 1 pentacle that this person is holding, but then there's 2 at the bottom, there are 3 other pentacles, and then the 3 of Cups. So there could be 3 people impacted by this change as well, or this windfall of good luck that's coming to you. It could be more than that, but feeling 3 significantly, especially because of the World card and the Wheel of Fortune card. There are 4 signs that are indicated in those cards, and you are one of them. So then those other 3 could represent, again, 3 other people. So let's get into it though. What's going on in the mental energy of my Taurus friends? What is going on in the mental energy of my Taurus friends? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, Ace of Swords wanted to come out for you guys. So again, clear. I feel like you guys have, it's like you have new ideas, or there was some communication that came through, like this aha moment. I feel like that kind of broke things through for you. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the cards that came out for you, for your mental energy, we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So, and then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Knight of Wands underneath that, 3 of Swords underneath that. Okay. So Page of Cups underneath that, Page of Wands. I feel like you might have had some communication come through that was kind of heartbreaking or devastating to you initially. Okay. It could be with regard to a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Like someone communicated something to you. I feel like somebody might have done you dirty, done you wrong. 5 of Swords, Devil card, and then underneath that, the Tower. You might have come to a realization that I'm feeling like for some of you, it's like someone was cheating you, or this could have been an argument. Okay. It could have been like a toxic argument or fight, or some kind of communication that was very toxic that you had with an individual. Again, communication cards that could have caused an ending or some kind of a heartbreak. But I feel like for others of you, it could have been some deception or dishonesty. Like it feels like this energy of someone pulled the wool or the rug out from underneath you. Do you know what I mean? It's like you were waiting a long time for something. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Strength card. Like you were waiting a long time for something to come to fruition or to come to pass, to the point where it was like, I feel like it got too, like you got impatient, I feel like in the waiting. And you just decided to go after and get this, whatever this pentacle is, yourself. It's like you made up your mind, you know what, if I'm going to get what it is that I want, I'm just going to have to go out and get it myself. Queen of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. You might have had to cut off some other opportunity or some other thing or some other course or path that you were on. Do you know what I mean? You might have had to put an end to it with the Tower card energy. And move quickly toward this new beginning here, or this other opportunity, particularly if this has to do with money, career, finances, something like that. Like, also a lot of times for me as a reader, Ace of Pentacles comes up as like a gift that someone is giving to another person. This could be a gift of money. It could be like a car, a home, a deed for something, or ownership of something that's tangible in the 3D. Do you know what I'm saying? It could be a job. So for a lot of you, this is definitely work related, but I feel like mentally you're in this space where you're really clear and very focused. I feel like for a lot of you, this is to do with money. I think a lot of you are very focused, and particularly focused on this one way that you are trying to achieve something, this new beginning, with your finances or with work or career. Okay. And I feel like it's a passion that you're pursuing too with this Knight of Wands energy. It's something that you're very passionate about, this new beginning. For some of you, this could have to do with love. Like, there could have been somebody that you might have been talking to or kind of flirting with, or, you know, some kind of a emotional communication towards someone that was like rejected. Maybe you were in a third party situation for some of you. For some of you, you could have been in a third party with kind of a player, somebody that was in and out, or that could have been your energy. Take it as it resonates. And I feel like for some of you, you might have rejected a love offer because you might just not want to be in that committed energy. You might want to focus more on work. Or if it was a third party situation, for some of you, you could have rejected one of these people in this third party situation to go after and pursue somebody that you really, really just want to focus more that you really want to focus on. Like, you could have had to cut somebody else off in order to move toward commitment with another person. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there were 3 people involved in this equation, this is for others of you. This isn't going to resonate for everybody. So stick around. Okay. But like, you might have had to made a decision to cut off this other third option. Okay. Especially if this person was inconsistent and in and out of your life. Okay. Or you might have been kind of in this sort of more player energy and realizing, like, I really now in this season would rather be committed to one thing or one person. And take it as it resonates. This could either be relationship wise or just, you know what I'm saying? So like, if it doesn't resonate for you in a relationship sense, so say you were like kind of trying all these different pathways and ways to try to finagle a way to get some income or some money for some of you. Okay. And then it's like, you decided, you know what, instead of me not committing to one thing, it's time for me to get serious. And I'm just going to focus on this one opportunity. I'm going to cut out everything else that isn't serving me in the season. That's not really bringing me the reward, particularly if it's financially, that I really want and need in this time. And I'm just going to go and focus on the one pentacle, this one thing, because I think that's going to end up bringing me the most abundance in the long term. It's like you're being more strategic about how you're going about things in the season, less sort of flighty and non-committal and in and out and back and forth and kind of all over the place. It's like it's like, instead of following, okay, your passion, or instead of following, you know, your emotions or your passions, it's like you guys are really kind of intellectualizing things more. You're coming at things from a more strategic and logical perspective. And it's sort of like you're bossing up in your mental energy, and you're realizing what it is that you really, really need to focus on in this season that's going to bring you the most abundance and the most reward. Again, for some of you, this is with regard to like relationship. For some of you, this is with regard to money or finances or career. Okay. And I feel like whatever was toxic in your life and not serving you, that was bringing you a lot of conflict, anything that you felt that you were tied and bound to in a really icky way. Does that make sense? It's like you've put an end to that. I think you walked away from anything that was toxic in your life or not serving you in this season. Okay. And anything that was like causing heartbreak or, you know, again, just was not really serving you well. Again, I feel like a lot of you have really bossed up, and instead of being led by your emotions or being led by your passions, some of that could be like sexual passion. Some of you might have been, you know, involved in like sort of a toxic sexual connection with somebody that just wasn't serving you. It's like now in the season, you're realizing, you know what? It is time for me to cut out all the bullshit. I need to get serious. I really need to just focus. This is intense focus. And I think a lot of you are really in a mental space. You're very focused and being very precise and very strategic about how you're making your moves in this season. Okay. No more flightiness, no more all over the place. And again, this could be like a new job or a new work opportunity that you're focusing on in this season too, okay? What is going on in the interpersonal relationships of my Taurus friends? What is going on in the interpersonal relationships of my Taurus friends? Wow, that card came flying out. Okay. So, interesting. So I'm not sure how to take this because the World's card is the card that came flying out. When I picked it up in reverse. I'm not sure though if it's intended to be in reverse or not, but we got the Four of Pentacles with that, which is coming from your pre-shuffle message. And then also from the pre-shuffle message is your Wheel of Fortune card. So, and then underneath that, Two of Swords and Queen of Cups, Judgment. Lord have mercy. I feel like we got a retrograde message here. I really do. I know these are similar cards as to what came out in your pre-shuffle, but this is an entirely different message. I do feel like for you guys, my lovely Taurus friends, that there is somebody coming back around. I feel like this World card, looking at this now, very much so, I feel like this World card was intentionally supposed to be in the reverse. And with this Four of Pentacles next to it, I feel like there was a cycle with a person that you or this person haven't let go. You guys, there's somebody in this situation has not released this, okay? And they're not ready. Either they or you are not ready to close out this cycle, and they're wanting to come back around. Wheel of Fortune can also indicate that somebody coming back around, okay? And with the World in reverse, Four of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and then what I've got here is Two of Swords, Queen of Cups, Judgment, and then underneath that we've got the Page of Pentacles and the High Priestess, Ten of Cups. So this could have been someone that you were in a higher level of commitment with, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I just feel like this is somebody that has really, either you or this person has really still kind of haven't released this person from your energy. And I think you or this person is trying to make a decision to try to come back around. Judgment, Queen of Cups. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Also with the Wheel of Fortune and the World, it could be another Taurus. It could be a Scorpio. So we got triple Scorpio energy here. It doesn't have to be Aquarius and Leo. But it doesn't have to be any of those signs. It could also be a younger earth sign, or it could also be a Pisces with this High Priestess down here. But what I've got prominently as a person is water signs. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And so this is somebody that I feel like really wants to come back around and communicate to you. This person could even be like, this person might feel like you kind of are the one for them. If not that, they just still have some very loving feelings that maybe they've concealed from you, or maybe you've concealed from them. Okay. With the High Priestess and the Ten of Cups here. Very strong water sign energy, you guys. But I feel like it's like somebody hasn't really released the other person from their energy completely. I feel like this might also be somebody that you haven't been speaking to for a while with this Two of Swords and this Four of Pentacles. It's like this person or you haven't released each other from you all's energy. The cycle hasn't really fully closed out and fully ended, friend, but it's like nobody's talking to each other. It's like the communication is kind of gone stagnant. I don't feel like it's a full out blocking. It's just sort of like, I feel like someone's a little bit trepidatious about reopening this cycle. Okay. It doesn't look like the cycle was bad in the past. But I mean, there's somebody, either you or this person really wants to communicate. This could be you that wants to really communicate, being that this is the Page of Pentacles and you are the Earth sign, unless it's another Earth sign. It doesn't have to be any of that. But like, I feel like somebody in the past in this connection was like really closed off to love here, like refused, okay? Was like, I am not opening my heart. Like, no, I see you trying to give me love. I see you wanting to give love to me, but I'm selfish with my feelings. I hold back emotionally. 9 of Cups in this deck, not all decks, but this deck. You know what I'm saying? But it's like this other person is like really, they want to manifest this with you, but you don't want that shit. Or vice versa. It could be the other way around. This other person could have refused, right? Sorry, something weird just happened with my, computer here. I really hope we're recording. This is actually the second time I've tried to do your reading, Taurus. And I thought, and it didn't save it. Okay. So I feel like there was an imbalance in the situation in the past. Somebody did walk away from the other person. There could have been some kind of spying involved, or somebody like just watching the other person, waiting. A lot of watching and waiting happening in this connection, but not a lot of breakthrough in communication. I feel like one person might have rejected the other in the past. Okay. But either way, friends, I feel very strongly that there is somebody who's wanting to come back around in this season, and restart the cycle, but there's a lot of hesitancy around it. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Like, there's some hesitancy. I don't know if it's on your end or the other person's end, but being that there are 2 major arcana here with the World card in reverse and, the Wheel of Fortune, it does feel like this is a significant, so whether or not, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, you guys, okay? Because I'm not seeing a whole lot of love, really, and that just could be because you or the other person in the past sort of refused that love, or was like, I don't want that, don't give it to me. I'm not saying that there weren't feelings involved on both sides, but one person just didn't really, I think, want to engage in an emotional way in this connection. And again, this could be family, because I did see that 10 of Cups could be a love interest, but it can also be in love, romantic, whatever. It doesn't have to be, somebody that was non-platonic. Let's just say that, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't have to be that. That 10 of Cups can also indicate a family member or relative. So especially if you have a relative who's a water sign, could be that person, okay? I just feel like the communication was kind of funky. Someone was really closed off, especially when it came to expressing themselves or communicating. But again, this cycle isn't closed. Like, this person, I feel like definitely in time is going to come back around, because either you or them have not really released each other from their energy. And friends, just so you know, like, even if you have done the work to release someone or from your energy, okay, the other person may not be complying. Do you know what I mean? And so, in which case, sometimes it takes 2 to tango in those situations. If one person is still holding on energetically and just will not let go, that person could come back around. That's what Mercury retrograde is for. Sometimes I feel like very strongly that those are the people that come back around during Mercury retrograde are ones that we maybe have energetically released, but they haven't released us. Do you know what I'm saying? In which case, it gives you a great opportunity to once and for all close that cycle and start a new one. Or if you choose to allow that person back in. In this situation, I don't see anything bad about this person. It seems like they're very genuine and sincere in their desire to like kind of resurrect this or to communicate with you in some way. Someone might owe the other person something, I'm feeling, or wants to give someone something in a tangible sense, whatever that is. And it could just be like really solid, straightforward communication, which maybe didn't happen before, what we were seeing where someone was closed off. Maybe this person is now open. Okay. Maybe you are open now. But just keep an eye out for that, especially during this retrograde season, because I do feel like there is somebody who hasn't completely released this and wants to come back around, is not ready for this cycle to close out. Okay. They do want to have another chance with you. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend even, you know? So just keep an eye out for that. What is bothering or distressing my Taurus friends? What is bothering or distressing my Taurus friends? Wow. Okay. These cards are flying. Page of Wands, Five of Swords. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So Page of Wands is the card that came out for you guys. Could have to do with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Does not have to be. On the bottom of the deck, though, we have the Devil and the Five of Swords. So you're getting a lot of these same cards coming up in your reading. So I feel like these messages are reiterating strongly for you guys. So whomever's energy I'm tapping into most prominently. We also have the Tower and then underneath that Strength card. So definitely a lot of Leo energy here, but also we have Capricorn energy with the Devil as well. Swords, this could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So I think what's happening, I don't know if this is tied to the person coming back. It feels like different energy and it's different cards. So you could have more than one person trying to return. But I do feel like, again, this has to do with somebody who's wanting to communicate with you or strike up conversation with you. But I feel like you know that this person is toxic. Like this is no good. The situation is bad. Okay. So this person might be coming sort of innocently in this Page of Wands energy, like, hey, and if this isn't, this could be sexual energy as well, okay? So it could be like a proposition that they make for you. Like, hey, you know, you want to hook up again, you want to da-da-da, you know, or just like talking, opening the lines of communication. But what's behind this is a lot of toxicity, okay? This person could be a liar. This person could be dishonest or deceptive. It's sort of like they're coming at you in this very innocent manner. But the reality is what's behind that is a lot of toxicity, is a lot of nastiness. And there could be a major, major fight brewing. Okay. It's like, do you know what I'm saying? Like they come at you really innocent, like, but what's behind all this like quote unquote innocence is a lot of drama, for lack of a better word, a significant amount of drama. This could be someone that you had maybe a sexual past with, okay? Especially if there was a really strong like sexual connection with this person, that's this energy is major. But I feel like on the surface of that, okay, there was a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, a lot of strife, a lot of distrust between the two of you, okay? You might not have really trusted this person. They might have said one thing to your face, but then behind your back were doing all kinds of crazy, ridiculous shit, right? This person could have also had an addiction, drug, alcohol addiction, sex addiction, okay? Very heavy. Maybe they tried to hide their addictions from you. Okay. And you might have already been through it with this person in the sense of like, you might have already ended this connection before in the past, or you guys might have had like a huge blow up fight. This Five of Swords, Devil, Tower card energy. This thing could have already imploded in a massively destructive, painful way. Okay. For somebody. Yeah, Strength card, Nine of Wands. Like you might be really already in this energy of being very guarded against this person because maybe by now you figured it out, you know what's up. I feel like this is somebody that you might have been dealing with for a really long time. Seven of Pentacles. You might have invested a lot into this connection. This could be, we've got King of Swords, so it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Again, I also have Capricorn energy here and strong Leo energy, especially now I've got Queen of Wands. I think this is somebody that you might it feels like one person in this connection was kind of a little bit cold emotionally, or this could be both of their energy, but very seductive, very attractive, okay? Very seductive energy here. And you could have felt drawn to this person, especially sexually, okay? I feel a very strong sexual attraction to this person. Here are you guys, okay? Taurus, Knight of Pentacles. At one point you could have thought, or this person could have thought that you guys were kind of, there was like a like you were divinely guided or connected. Here's Gemini here with the Lovers, and we've got Aquarius here, energy as well. So this could have been somebody that at one point you or this other person might have felt like this was a divinely guided soulmate, twin flame type of connection. This person might have even expressed that to you, okay, that they felt like you guys were sort of meant to be. But I'm telling you, the energy I'm feeling from this person, and you know, you might have at one point, I don't know if you've expressed feelings to this person. Maybe you were giving them money. You know, maybe you were in some kind of loosely committed, especially if it was sort of like a situationship, like maybe you had some kind of a sexual arrangement with this person, okay, that might have occurred over a long period of time for some of you. But I do feel like it left you really wounded. And I feel like you tried to give to this person in a very tangible sense. I'm not seeing any water energy. So I don't feel love here. I don't feel emotion here. I feel like maybe you guys had a good rapport in terms of like intellectually is what I'm seeing here. And maybe this was also could have been like friends with benefits I'm getting too. Maybe felt spiritually connected, but very strong, mostly sexual connection. Okay. And I just feel like this person is coming back around, or if they have not already, is going to try to initiate some kind of communication with you. This could also be a very creative person, maybe someone who's very artistic, because I've got the Page of Wands, or a writer or artist or something like that, because I've got Page of Wands and Queen of Wands here too. So that's very strong also for me as a reader, like creative and energy, someone who's very passionate and creative, very fiery energy as well. Okay. They could have fire in their chart. But I do feel like this is bothering you because it's like you're anticipating, like, I see you coming at me with this like little offer. Again, this could be like, especially if this was someone that you were sexually connected with, they could be coming back around to proposition you and say like, hey, look how cute I look, like sending you pics or whatever, DMs or whatever, text, and like, hey, like I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling better. Like, let's get together, you know? But you're like, no, you're not. You're still fucked up. I'm like, you're still fucked up. I'm not entertaining this because I know how this goes. I know what happens. And again, this person could be hiding an addiction. Like they might come to you like, oh, I'm sober now. I'm clean now. Everything is good. But they might be lying to you that they are still using. Okay. Drugs, alcohol, sex. Like they might still, you know, they might be like, oh, I'm not on that other, chick or dude or whatever the fuck, you know, I'm not on those other people. I'm just on you. No, they're not. This person is lying. Do not trust this person. And I think you know that, and that's why it's bothering you, okay? So I feel like you might have two people coming back around. I feel like one person, wow, Taurus, your retrograde is gonna be fun. Focus on the work and the money, and that looks better for you guys in this season. I'm just saying, but I'm not trying. I'm not. There's one. I feel like there's two people coming back. Okay. One feels like a water sign. One maybe fire, maybe air, maybe Capricorn. Whoops. Okay. Sorry. I lost the Leo card fell out. So it could be a Leo. Okay. I lost my Leo. So yeah. So you got one person coming back around that I feel like is in good energy and is coming. And I feel like this person hasn't really released you from their energy or vice versa. It could be someone that you haven't fully released and they want to start a new cycle with you. And I feel like that one looks good. And that could also be, again, like I said, a friend, a relative, doesn't have to be a romantic interest. But then you've got this other person that's coming with this much more sexual, seductive sort of like, I'm hearing like siren, you know what I mean? Like this is like the siren's call, but it's like, it's a not a good one, you guys, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, they're going to try to seduce you, but what's underneath that seductive energy is not good, friend, is really not good. So you've got a good one coming back and a bad one coming back. So I feel like if you don't trust this person and you know that this, if you entertain it, it's just going to create conflict. It's just going to create toxicity. It's just going to end again in an explosive way. This person is lying to you. I say don't entertain it, but we're going to get some advice at the end for you because wow. Wow. What is going on in the emotional energy of my Taurus friends? What is going on in the emotional energy? Okay. Five of Pentacles started to come out, but it didn't get all the way out. So what you have, so your mental and your emotional is good. Your interpersonal, not bad, whoever this one person is that's coming back, but what's bothering you is like there's another person. Now listen, friend, if it's only one person coming back around and you're not trusting them and you're the one who's causing this distrustful energy toward this other person that's coming back around, I feel like it's two different people. I feel like there's two different people. One is going to come at you with more of this proposition, sort of like sexual, sort of seductive sort of energy. And then the other one's going to come in a more solid and stable and secure and mature way. And I think that's how you'll know the difference. Okay. So just be wary of that. But what's going on in your emotional energy? We've got the King of Swords and we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So look at this, you guys. It's so similar to what's going on in your mental energy. Look at that. We've got a perfect pair here. King and Queen of Swords. And we've got two pentacles. So we've got Eight of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles, which are both like energies of focus, of really trying to stack your money, stack your coins, like really putting in that work. So the Seven of Pentacles, though, is more about waiting. And then underneath that, we do have Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So you could have there could be someone that is on your mind or in your emotions in your heart that maybe you haven't fully released, you guys. After some time, you might still be really thinking about this person. Maybe because you waited a long time, you put in a lot of energy and work and feel very spiritually guided and aligned with this individual. And maybe there is a part of you, and maybe that's why you're bothered or distressed, because it could be the same person that we were talking about before. It could be a Gemini, it could be an Aquarius, it could be another Taurus. Also, again, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I feel like this could be someone that you might have walked away from, that you haven't fully released, okay? But for others of you, and maybe that's why it's bothering or distressing you because you're a little bit torn. But for others of you, I do feel like, there's a part of you that is still attracted to this person, and that's partially why it's hard for you to release them. And maybe you've been waiting a long time for them to come back around and communicate with you all. Or you've been really patient, hoping that whatever investment you've made in this individual, is worth it in the end. It could be, because I've got King and Queen of Swords, very strong Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But for others of you, I think this aligns with that mental energy message in that emotionally, you're being very patient. You're being very logical. This is not emotional energy whatsoever, right? You guys, like we've got pentacles and we've got air, right? So Earth, I feel like it's almost like mentally and emotionally, you're very in tune in the sense of you're not really so emotional. You're in a very logical space right now. You're really utilizing your intellect, and really thinking things through and being very precise and strategic in the season, particularly when it comes to your money and your finances. I feel like your focus right now is work. How to get money, how to make money. You're really focused on that and saving it, right? And somehow trying to take, I feel like for some of you, a pentacle, so like take a bit of money, right? And then trying to grow it in some way. It's like, how can I take this one seed, this one pentacle, right? And make it multiply. And I feel like that's kind of what you're trying to figure out in this season. How do I take this one little seed and how do I make it multiply? What investments do I need to make? How do I need to, what work do I need to do in order to get more of this coin, whatever that is for you, friend, right? You could be definitely, I feel like you're being very patient about it. And again, very strategic and logical. I feel like emotionally, you guys are in a place where you're exercising a lot of patience and Yeah, I just feel like you're exercising a lot of patience. And I feel like right now you're just really kind of being patient with yourself, being patient with the situations around you. And I do feel like, again, for some of you, there is somebody that you do want to connect with that you might still be kind of passionate about, but I feel like you guys are also perhaps working towards some wish fulfillment. Okay. You might be healing from a past situation, particularly if it's with regard to a Gemini that you walked away from. Okay. But I do feel like a lot of you have some comeback arounds happening in this season, some reunions, and it could be a reunion with the Gemini. It could be a reunion with this fire sign for some, Aquarius. I got Taurus here as well, like I said. And if it's not those signs, it's just, I feel like there's somebody that you are attracted to and passionate about. And I feel like in this season, you kind of been waiting to reunite with this person. But I think be very careful if it is that one that I was mentioning. Be very, very cautious. But for a lot of you, I think you're best in this season to really, again, focus on learning ways in which you can grow your income and your resources in this time. I feel like saving is going to be very important for you in this season, my friends, and really being strategic again and very laser focused on how it is that you go about trying to get this financial increase. And I feel like you're putting in the work and you're doing what it is that you need to do. And I feel like cut yourself off from any distractions, especially like this, whoever this one was that we were reading before, you guys, who's coming at you with this sort of seductive energy, who's incredibly toxic and may have some addictive personality or addictive behaviors. That person, I feel like, is not going to serve you in this season. There's another person coming that may also help you in a financial sense, right? The one that's coming back around that is still kind of tied to your energy. I feel like it's a different person. It's sort of like you got two different energies that are going to maybe show up again during the retrograde. Hey, Bo. Sorry, Bo wants to come up. And one of them is good, and one of them is sort of a temptress, seductress, toxic individual that is going to wreak havoc on your life. So don't do that, friend. Stay in this energy of you being very laser focused. Stay in this energy of you focusing on your coin, on your money, how to get it, all those things. Stay in a very logical place in your mind, okay? Yeah. And continue to exercise patience. I think you being very disciplined in this season as well, seeing a lot of that energy too in your mental and emotional space, being very mentally and emotionally disciplined in the season and very patient, I think is going to reap some rewards. Let's see. What advice do we have for my Taurus people? Wow, your reading went way longer than I thought it would. Any advice, additional advice for my Taurus people? Yeah. This literally just reiterates exactly what I said. You got the Empress, the Ace of Pentacles. This is about you focusing on your financial abundance, on taking that one coin and turning it into something that's going to grow and prosper and be abundant for you. So definitely focus on that. So if you're getting some kind of financial thing or job for some of you, or starting a project or starting a new career or starting an entrepreneurial endeavor, it's a lot of this energy as well, you guys, then focus on that and focus on how you can take that one little seed and cause it to grow and become abundant. That's what you really need to focus on. Okay. I do feel like, again, that there is this sort of third party. You might be involved in some kind of a third party situation with a person. I feel like that's just going to cause heartbreak for somebody. Okay. You or somebody else. So be very careful, you guys, if you're, running around trying to have some fun, maybe flirt with different people. Just be very careful of that. Maybe involved in multiple entanglements, if you will, friends. I think stay away from that shit because it doesn't look good, because underneath all that, Again, we've got the Five of Swords and the Devil energy. And this Page of Cups mirrors this Page of Wands energy for me. It's like the same message, you guys, just with a different page. And so it's like there is somebody that I feel like very much is going to come back around to you guys. Be very careful, because I think it's just going to result in heartbreak. I think if you hook up with this person, there's somebody else involved in this picture. They're not telling you the whole story, you guys. This is a major warning from Spirit for you all. I'm just saying, like, this person is still fucking around. Whoever this is, male or female, I've got both energies here. This person is still fucking around. They're still on their bullshit. Okay. And they're going to come at you looking all innocent and trying to flirt or trying to say something that's going to try to entice you to them, because there is a very strong toxic tie with this person. Okay. But they're not telling you the whole story. They're not telling you the whole truth. Okay. They're still on their bullshit. Don't buy it. Don't believe it, you guys. This is where you need to be focused. Focus on your money. Focus on your prosperity. Focus on turning this little seed into something that's going to grow and have abundance for you. This is your energy as well with the Empress, okay? Focus on yourself, on your business, on your money, on your finances. Do not get involved in any entanglements, and be very cautious about this this retrograde season, about who comes back around, because I feel like it could end in disaster if you take up with whomever it is. Hopefully you know who I'm talking about, y'all. But I do feel like there's another one that's solid and stable. And again, that person may not be, you'll know the difference. I think you know who I'm talking about. I don't know who I'm talking about. So let me know in the comments who I'm talking about. Tell me what's going on, friends. All right. In the meantime, in between time, cheers to you. All right, my Taurus people, thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to book a session with a real therapist. All right, take care, you guys. Bye.